Hey, want to listen to another shitty podcast? Well, you've come to the right place. Welcome to the Bizarre Vibes Podcast with Oscar and June. Let's cut the chatter and let's shoot the shit.
I really like the simplicity of that. It's kind of belligerent, but at the same time, it's...
Simple's the best way to do it sometimes.
It is. Hey guys, welcome to the podcast. It's June.
And Oscar.
I think you need to start introducing it more because since your name is first, which we already established.
Didn't we say this already?
Yeah, I'm not arguing that why is it that way. I think you should introduce us as opposed to me introducing us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you introduced yourself first. And nobody, what's Joe? It's OJ. OJ.
We're not doing this again. We're not. I get it.
Okay.
All right.
Introduce us again. Well, hey guys, welcome to Bizarre Podcast.
You can't even do it right. Shut up.
Yo, it's Oscar and June. It's Oscar and June, bro. Fuck this. All right, whatever.
You can't even do it right.
I'm eating food. So anyway.
He's eating food while wearing a Planet Fitness shirt. Thumbs up. It's a muscle shirt. Did you cut the sleeves off?
Yes, I did.
And he's eating General Tso's chicken.
Yep.
Extra spicy.
Mm-hmm. Not extra spicy.
With pork fried rice.
Oh, hot.
Burn your mouth. Burn your mouth, jerk.
Hot. I make it to Pizza Mondays every first of the month. Or first Wednesday. I don't even know when it is, but either way.
You don't have to do that since you order Domino's every other day.
I don't. Jock off.
Whatever.
Anyway.
Yeah. So there's a lot going on.
Episode 6. Yeah, we've been gone for a bit. Mm-hmm. June went to Washington, D.C.
For 2 days. It was really more for my sister. Her and your sister went to a concert to see B. Miller. B.A. Miller?
Who the hell is B. Miller?
B.A. Miller. A singer. Pop, R&B singer kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know.
Probably don't even know who it is either.
I think they do.
Did they know songs? I mean, you weren't there, were you? You weren't there for the concert.
No, I wasn't there for the concert. I was there for the experience of going to Washington.
Not much, is it?
Again, like I told you on the phone, I went there and it was just like dorm, restaurant, Airbnb. That's what it was for me. Which, by the way, I was able to get access to the girls' dorm easily. Like, there was no hesitation. Like the next.
Are you talking about in a Catholic?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, I was able to. I was standing outside, and I'm just like fiddling with my phone. And some girl opens the door. I walk in. Thank you. No questions asked.
They don't care.
I made my way in. Go up to the 4th flight of steps. You need a card to open that door. I wait patiently. Girl opens door. Oh, thank you. Lets me in. No questions asked. And I made it.
Everybody's so trusting out there. I'm not gonna lie. When I took an over there the first time, there was like it's 6-8 cops out there on campus at all times.
Which is even odd. I mean, for me, I guess, because I didn't see none. I saw none.
You know what? It could have been because I was like moving day. That might make sense. I was about to say because I was like, yo, it's Washington. That's probably why they have so many cops around. But
makes sense. But I just sat in the lobby and your sister like walked down the hall and saw me. Like, how the hell did you get in here?
Oh, your gullible dorm mates just let me all in.
My assumption is that since guys walk in regularly to either meet the girls or meet the girls, they just assumed I was just another one.
Yo, I don't know what goes down there, cause like, okay, so
Catholic
when I took her to orientation, right? We drive 3 hours. I drive the whole 3 hours, of course. We get there, look for a place to park. That took 20 minutes or so. But as we're moving everything up, not a lot of kids were there. The in the dorm rooms, I forgot what they're called. The TAs, I guess, the people that are students, but because they're TAs, the school pays for their board, but they have to be like a den mother, I guess, in some sorts.
Oh, okay.
Right, so there's an issue that students have with living or their roommates, or they take it to the TA takes it to the board or whoever. I don't know what the process is, but I know friends that did it and they get their room and board paid for because they're volunteering to do that. So I'm assuming these kids at this orientation at Catholic University was TAs or something because they all had a uniform red like felt sweater vest or something. So we're going it right. I'm carrying all the heavy shit by myself because it's just my mother and my sister. And I'm like carrying this the mini fridge you bought that you and your sister bought for my sister.
Which is honestly not heavy.
It's not heavy, but it's very uncomfortable when you're trying to open the door
I can imagine
by
that.
yourself. So, you know, I had the door open, and they're all like, it's just a flock of kids downstairs in these uniform red sweater vests, right? Mm-hmm. And they're just like, oh, okay. And I'm like, I got it. The door's open already. It's okay. And like, they're just, so they're all down there just, you know, excuse me, congregating. And I'm just like, what are these kids? Like, you know, like, I'm just like, yo, is something going on already? Like, I don't even think school started yet. So they're all down there and they're talking amongst each other and they're like planning shit out already. I'm like, damn, these kids are involved. Like, wow. So I'm moving stuff up back and forth, and every single trip I make from the car to the dorm, they're doing something different. The first time they were all like, you know, scattered, intermittent conversations going left and right. They're all planning things and saying shit. Then one person emerges from the group, goes to the top of the steps in front of the door that I have to go in and out of to grab shit. And then all of a sudden they're just like they're just setting up. There's no tables, nothing. They're setting themselves up, and they start fucking singing hymns or some shit.
Oh, okay.
Right. So I'm just walking in like, now I feel uncomfortable because you just decided to have mass in the middle of a dorm hall, and I'm just walking in and out like,
Can you sing with them?
Excuse me, no. I don't know why I sound so offended saying it. Whatever. I was forced Catholic, all right? I don't want to do that shit. So anyway, so they're singing hymns, and I'm just carrying shit like, I'm just like, oh my God. Like, they're really, like, they are about this life. So, it wasn't until they all started dancing
that the true colors shined?
where things got, like, really real, right? I was joking with Nola the whole time. I was like, yo, in 3-4 months, I'm going to see you down there in a red sweater vest. You're going to join that cult. Because let me tell you, oh my God, bro. Alright, so you know how like high school had those stereotypes like, he's the jock, they're the nerd, geek, whatever. I'm sorry, but that was, yo, alright. You know how you go to your Comic-Cons?
Yeah.
You know the smell, right? From fucking people not washing for 3 days?
Yeah, we'll talk about that later, but yes, I do know.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, imagine that, but like Catholic sweat.
The hell's Catholic sweat?
Exactly what you would imagine it to be. It just smells like that, like stale.
Okay.
Just sheltered.
The dorm had the dorm had an odd smell though.
Yeah, right.
It was weird.
Actually, I didn't smell the dorm because nobody was there yet. Nobody occupied it. And from what Enola tells me, they have communal showers and bathrooms.
Yes.
Bad. That's terrible.
I mean, I didn't go in there, but Brittany, obviously, when she stayed, she took a shower. And Brittany actually described it pretty well. She's like, she said, you know when you have juice and you leave it out for a couple of days? That's what it smells like.
What the fuck? Ew.
And I actually was able to go into Enola's shared dorm with the girl. And something else they said that was pretty notable was, you know when you go into someone's house, their house has a certain smell?
Yes. Yeah.
That when you come back home, it was like, oh, he was in this person's house. That dorm that Enola shared with this girl, it smelled like 2 different people lived there.
Really?
You can tell. There was a duo of smells there. Like there was Enola's very clean.
Right, Enola's on the left, right? And the person's on the right.
And Matt, let me not mention names. And the other girl. Right. And the other girl, and not to say that she's dirty because she doesn't seem like it at all. She really doesn't. But it was just.
She's got her own smell.
It was just, it was her smell. And I don't know if it's because I'm just like raised around brown people.
Oh, she white?
Yeah.
And I don't know why I said it like I'm surprised. That's mostly white people there.
She's white?
Yo, my undertones are bad today.
And that was another thing, like, surprise. A lot of the white girls in that, no offense to whites, a lot of the white girls over there,
no offense to the whites. Oh my God.
They have a smell that's kind of similar throughout.
Wet dog?
Yeah. I mean, theirs is more subtle. I don't know if it's because they're feminine. Because I've smelled sweaty white men.
Right.
In Edison's locker room. God bless you, Matthew.
Damn. The only white kid in the world. Damn, bro. That's crazy.
And yeah, it was the wet dog smell. And I'm like, I always thought that was just a stereotype, but it's true. I'm like, That's sad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, granted, I've smelled worse, but wet dog isn't pleasant.
It's annoying.
And with the girls, it was like a hint of wet dog with some kind of floral thing happening.
They were putting on perfume and shit.
Even to the, I would even say there's some citrusness in that. I don't know, man. I don't hang around whites all that often. I would love to, but I don't have. It doesn't happen often.
Whites. That's so wild. That's crazy.
Am I like
It just the way it's
whites? Are you rather me say Caucasians?
I don't know, but it's just like I don't usually hang with the whites. You like, like it's crazy the way you say it because it's like imagine a white person going, I don't hang with the blacks usually. Like, how does that sound?
Yeah, but we're different.
That mentality, yo.
Tell me if I'm lying though.
You're not. That's what I'm saying. The mentality is crazy. It's like fuck those white people. Wow, that's racist. Is it?
And I just want to state for the record, I think white women are gorgeous. I've expressed this to my friends. Oscar knows that I am a big fan of the white skin.
The milky white skin.
Like the paler you are, the more attractive I'm most likely going to be am to you.
So you bright white ladies, watch out.
Because when I was younger, I was always attracted to gothic girls.
Oh, I mean they're hot as shit.
I mean, the black raven hair against their white skin. To me, that's gorgeous. And look, there's beautiful Latinas and there's beautiful black women, beautiful Asians. But white women, that white skin complexion has a special place in my heart.
Yeah, you know people get angry when you say that shit? I mean, they get angry over everything.
Yeah.
My friend, he is dark. I mean, he is dark. And he said, I prefer white women because they like me more than, black women. Boy, he caught hell on Facebook. Holy shit. Well, just one girl was particularly giving him a hard time, but the thing was, just because he has a preference doesn't mean like he's shunning someone, right?
Exactly.
But that's what they made it seem like. Oh, that's racist. Oh, like you're. I forgot what. I think she said he was racist or sexist, or some shit.
You can't.
You cannot scrutinize someone for their preference in something.
Right. You're trying to strip them of their preference.
Exactly.
You can't do that.
Which you cannot. Exactly. But he caught hell, and it was ridiculous, because I think I chimed in at one point, and then I was like, oh, nah. See, yo, I'm not going to lie. When it comes to my Facebook media, my Facebook page, fucking feed on anything social, it's 90% memes. I don't post on Instagram, because, I don't know, fuck that. But, so, I got to tell you. The post you shared about them trying to keep transgendered women out of sports.
Yeah.
I did not catch hell for that. But there was one person who, I know, as they said, we're associates with, but I respect their opinion. And they said that is very transphobic of me.
It's not.
It is. See, I was like, I'm seeing it one way. I'm seeing it as full-fledged men saying they're women and then competing in fucking sports against women and beating it.
But that doesn't.
But what they said, because I had a conversation with them, and she said that once the transgendered women, when they go undergo surgery, and they get their hormones, they're weaker than even most biological women. So if a transgendered woman wins a competition, she worked for it. Because they have to undergo like hormone therapy and things of that nature. It's a lot. Now, again, I shared it like, yeah, I agree. Like, why would you have men in women's sports? That's unfair. That's just not right. But I was shown, that when they go, if they undergo surgery, because again, I still believe there's men out there who are just like, I identify as a woman, put on a fucking wig and do a wrestling sport. Like, I've read that. Like, men have fucking wrestled against women. I think it was a child. I don't know if he underwent surgery or not, but he was a boy wrestling women and won. Right? That's where I stood. And I told him that. I was like, look, this is where I stand. This is what I see. And he was like, nah, she was like, that's transphobic. And I was like, look, I don't hate transphobic people. But I was like, at some point, there has to be a line in the sand. I was like, I asked him, like, where would you handle this? How would you handle this? Because you can't tell me that there's people that would not abuse a system such as, yo, I'm a woman, but you a full-fledged man in wrestling, running, swimming, anything. right? But that also begs the question, like, so I'm gonna dig deeper, right? We talking about keeping men out of women's sports, right?
Yeah.
But didn't the girls overtake Boy Scouts? Then people say like, oh, Boy Scouts, that's sexist, and you got to include women, but there was a Girl Scouts.
There was. That's why, to me, it was...
I mean, not to like be like, yo, that's not fair, but at the same time, that isn't fair. If we talking about fairness, if we want transgender women to play in women's sports because they've undergone surgery and done the hormones and, they actually...
I think there's mild differences there, only because, okay, in terms of the Scouts, there's boys and girls for a reason. It's exclusive to one another.
Right.
And then to talk about the term transphobic, nobody's afraid of the transgenders. Because if we're going to talk about the definition of phobia, phobic, no one's afraid of that.
Right.
And I've expressed plenty of times on my social media.
We're afraid to talk about it.
What? What was that?
Nothing.
That I'm afraid to talk about it?
No. Like, people. We're talking about it right now, but...
I've expressed plenty of times on my social media that I don't hate nobody from the LGBT. If that's how you want to live your life, fine.
Right, that was the decision you made.
That's fine.
But there's people out there that will abuse the system, such as saying that they're a woman just to win a women's wrestling competition, swimming competition, running competition.
Just like I don't agree with I don't personally agree with the lifestyle. I know there's a lot of people who don't agree with my Christianity. And that's fine as long as there's a mutual respect. For me, where I stand in terms of the transgender in sports, you have to assume that these people who are, or in this particular case, men who go into female, are taking these hormones to weaken themselves. You have to assume that.
That would mean we would have to regulate the rules, regulate the requirements. People would not have to go through medical examinations, things of that nature.
Which in turn will cost more money. And
I don't know.
And then, if you noticed in my post, I said, kind of like what you're saying, where do we draw the line? Because I don't know, well, yeah, I know you're not up on professional wrestling, but in the AEW promotion, there's a transgender man to woman who's in wrestling in the women's division. And it's like, come on, dude. I understand that wrestling is choreographed and all that, so if you lose, it's because they played it out for you to lose.
Right, sometimes.
But still, it's like, even if we push the wrestling to the side, here comes a transgender MMA fighter, like I posted.
Right.
Male or female, and she wants to compete in the women's division, and let's say she doesn't take the steroids or whatever that she needs. You really don't think that this person's gonna dominate?
Right, doesn't have an advantage.
So it's like, again, I know it's rough because it makes you look like the bad guy when you have that kind of opinion. But it's like you're putting up two different kinds of genetics. One that's naturally designed to be more dominant than the other, for most part.
Right. I mean, yeah.
I mean, in terms of like strength. I mean,
yeah. I don't know. I've seen some strong ass women.
No, and I agree,
but naturally, I guess.
For the sake of the sport, like you training for, let's say, powerlifting.
Right.
To lift dead weights.
Right. Oh, of course. Yeah.
Scientifically speaking.
Yeah.
You're more inclined to lift more.
Yeah.
Than a woman.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I feel like if a woman could be stronger, it would probably just take her more work.
Yeah, of course.
Like scientifically, if women wanted to burn fat, it's been proven that men burn fat faster than women.
There are women bodybuilders, I know that.
So I don't want to say like naturally, but women do have to work a little harder.
I think when it comes down to the sports thing, man, I don't think our opinions at the end are really gonna matter.
Nah. I always say my opinion never matters, so I don't know why people ever ask for it.
We're two minuscule people in a pool, and it's just like if it was up to me, I would have a transgender compete in a sport where you was born as that gender. That's just my opinion. That's mine.
Right.
And I'll probably catch a lot of flack for that, which is why I don't own a sports organization.
Right. Yeah, that's a tough call. That's a very tough call.
Because it's like, yeah, I want to treat people equally, and I want to respect you. I want to use your pronouns. I want you to be comfortable around me as much as you can. But if you're gonna ask me my opinion on the matter, knowing where I come by my spiritual background, you may not like what I'm gonna say. But knowing that, you shouldn't attack a person like this person did with you. Now,
No. Well, he didn't attack.
They called you transphobic.
Okay, they attacked, but I took it as a chance to learn like their point of view. Because again, I don't see mine like, oh, this a man could just say he's a woman and take over, but he's saying if they undergo the surgery and their hormones go through, they got to take the hormone pills. They're weaker biologically than women. So if a transgender woman earns a win in a sport, they earned it. They had to work hard for it.
Do we know the effectiveness of those hormones? Or
I don't know. But I'm just saying what I was informed on. So, again, I'm not a scientist, a doctor.
Neither am I.
None of that. So I don't know none of that. All I know is, my opinion on the fact was, I don't want men abusing the system. Because there are definitely people out there that will abuse the system.
Yeah, no,
Anybody will abuse anything they know about if they get their chance. So that's where I'm coming from. And it just seemed like that post. First off, I want to clarify. I never signed no petition. I seen it. I was like, yeah, keep men out of women's sports. That's unfair.
Right.
Didn't know there was a petition. Somebody commented on that post, was like, I'm not buying them ashy ass still ass cookies. I was like, is this about fucking Girl Scout cookies? Like, I'm not. Fuck them Girl Scout cookies. I never bought a box. I'm not signing. I didn't sign a petition. Nah, not really. Nobody sold them to me. They sell them in stores.
And
but I never bought them.
Outside of Walmart, churches.
Nah, never seen them.
No. I mean, they're okay. I mean,
depends on which one you get, I guess.
I mean, I know people are like fans of the samosas, whatever they are. But that's just it's difficult because you want to live at peace with everybody.
Of course, you want to. Yeah, it's just.
This is how I see it for me. It's like, if you're gonna ask my opinion, I'm gonna give you my opinion. Respect my opinion just as I'll respect yours.
Right. Mm-hmm. That's why when they said like, oh, that's bullshit. I was like, what do you mean? What's your opinion? Like, what's your stance on this? Like, how do you feel about this? And we actually had a conversation. Yeah, I guess they attacked me, but I understand where she was coming from. She felt offended. I had to be like, yo, why are you offended? But that's such a touchy topic to begin with, because a lot of people, we're so biased. We're gonna have our own opinions and not try to think about others. So that's where I'm trying to come with this whole thing. Like, I posted this saying, yo, men shouldn't be in women's sports, and it's, people thought like, oh, fuck all transgender people. Like, that's not at all the case. I'm just saying like, yo, there's got to be some sort of regulation to this. This is brand new.
Yeah,
we don't like the unknown.
That's one way of putting it.
No, I mean, for real, like, people do not like not knowing shit. So a transgendered man turned into a woman, we're going to assume like, oh, you're still strong as a man.
But that's not relatively new. I mean, we have had, there's been issues like that in the past. It's just, when it comes up, it gets more notoriety because of social media.
Right, of course.
And now we got, we have our new woke culture. We have our cancel culture.
So cancel culture. That is cancer. I don't like none of those fucking dumbass. Okay, maybe woke, but some people take that shit to a whole new literal. Cancel culture tries to look through your old ass tweets when you were like 12.
Yes.
And they try to cancel you on the dumbest. Like, shut the fuck up. Go do something with your life.
Oscar,
that is the stupidest shit.
Canceled.
Oh boy. Oh my god. No. I'm canceled from my podcast.
Don't cancel me, cancel culture.
Oh my god. I'm so canceled. Holy
no, you know
shit.
it's bullshit though, because the only reason I even caught whiff of cancel culture was because of Dave Chappelle.
Who was the biggest one?
That's when
not the big one. He was the biggest one recently.
Because I seen like little memes and videos about, hey, you're canceled. I'm like, what the hell are they doing? Is this like a new slang we're using
When you
now?
really saw that, them do the what the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, y'all can't see, but some of the videos I've seen, people use the X gesture. It was just weird, and then it wasn't until I read an article on Dave Chappelle's comedy thing that, it's an actual thing. And then as I dug further, that's when I seen like, they're doing it to a lot of people. They're looking at, like you said, tweets or social media posts from years back, rearing that shit back up. And the sad part is, dude, is that some of it gets them in trouble.
Oh no, of course.
You got some chicken in your beer.
I was saving it for later.
Disgusting.
So, but You know, it started, right? And this is the thing that gets me, right? Mm-hmm. The cancel culture shit. Black Twitter started that. I would like to say that. Because anytime any white person was racist, you know, black people was like, oh, okay, they found their jobs, they fucking shared, you know, showed their jobs, what they said, got them fired. Boom, cancel culture. Good luck having a job. Also, that affects them. So, people, you know, I assume it was like, at one point, right, it was like, oh, you said something racist? But, boom, Twitter, do your thing. They'll share whatever they said, and people, Black Twitter, or, you know, any supporters of Black Twitter, whatever, they're going to go and look through this person's information, comb through their life, and they're just going to find out where they work, where they live, like, whatever the case may be. It's never gone to the point where people came up, like, in person and, you know, did something physically. They just try to get them fired, right? So people were like, yo, this shit, like, that's what I'm assuming, like, yo, we got people fired, we, you know, whatever. So now now people are abusing it, and it's turned into a thing like, yo, we don't agree with what you said or did. Dave Chappelle, that's his job as a comedian. Mm-hmm. Is to say some crazy shit like that.
And you know what? It's so much harder to be a comedian now than it ever was before.
Yep.
And maybe you have a little bit of leverage if you're a family-friendly comedian. Maybe. But when you're terms like Dave Chappelle or Gabriel Iglesias, who honestly, Gabriel's been dancing on thin ice. Like, he's trying not to offend nobody anymore either, from what I see. It's like you're stripping comedians of honestly a gift that they're given, because not everybody can make everybody laugh.
Right.
And yeah, Dave Chappelle, yeah, he has that, what do you want to call it, like insult, he's part insult comic, but he also has that sense of humor that people like you and I can relate to, that find it hilarious.
So a lot of his Dave Chappelle show was a lot of racial stereotypes. It was a lot of racial stereotypes. His stand-ups are more real life, gritty. He talks a lot about the current situations. A lot of the hot topics is always like LGBTQ, you know, alphabet gang. I feel like comics like that are necessary, right? Because Dave Chappelle specifically, I think that's my favorite comic of all time, hands down. Like, no matter what his special is, I'm probably gonna laugh my ass off, right? I respect his stand-up because he makes he makes jokes of things that people don't normally want to talk about, but at the same time, they're not just making fun of you. He's literally telling you, like, yo, this shit's going down. And then he'll make a joke to lighten it up.
I think what he also does, too, it helps people laugh at themselves.
Right, which is something people need to learn how to do.
Exactly, and I agree. We need to learn how to laugh at ourselves. No matter your religion, your sexual preference, no matter where you at in life, learn to laugh at yourself. Because we do some stupid shit in our communities, in our cultures. We do some stupid shit. We have to learn to laugh at that. It's like, for example, and this is not a shot at LGBT, but some of you, not all of you, some of you will buy any damn thing with a rainbow on it. That toaster has a rainbow on it. Mine. A toaster cheese shredder? Mine. Did I say toaster? A rainbow cheese grater.
Right. No, communities definitely, not communities, but companies, corporations will definitely target the LGBTQT, right? I don't know. Fuck.
LGBT. Just keep it short.
I'm canceled. Anyway.
Welcome to the Bizarre Vibe Podcast with June.
Fuck you. But
I made it!
That was the plan from day one.
I survived the purge.
So now I forgot what I was gonna say.
Something
but the LBG.
Is it really that difficult for you?
It is. It's. I'm really drawing a blank right now. But but they're being targeted. It's so easy because corporations, especially on Pride Day, it's ridiculous.
Pride Month.
All right, I'm canceled. But Pride Month, corporations. I mean, like literally the day that the month is over. I don't want to play with you no more.
I seen that meme.
Yeah, right. I don't want to play with you no more. I don't give a fuck about gay people.
And I said it's so sad because LGBT gets so much quote unquote love from these companies, but you don't see a smidgen of that come Black History Month.
Oh.
Not a bit of that. And, I'm not even sure how you would market it. Like, but
right.
Still, it's like everywhere in my feed. And again, this is not a shot at you guys. I'm not gonna keep repeating myself when I say it. but every time I went through my Instagram feed, every other company logo was rainbow.
Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And what's so
especially Comcast. I don't know why. I've seen a lot of Comcast.
And it's so bizarre to me because you got, and I understand you're proud of who you are, but I've seen so many people of the LGBT community say we just want to live it out normally like you guys.
Right.
We don't want. I've heard people say we don't want a parade. We don't want what's that word? We don't want to sensationalize our sexuality.
Right.
We just want to be able to walk down the block holding hands like you and your girlfriend.
Right.
Without me being like a.
Right.
And I get that.
Right. No, I get it. I do want to state though that straight pride parade is a fucking stupid.
That's
shit.
stupid.
It's so fucking stupid. Only white males I've seen do that shit. That is the dumbest fucking shit I've ever seen. How insecure are you?
That's pre-K shit.
That's fucking stupid. But
I didn't even know we had a flag.
What, straight pride? No, they made everything up, bro.
I'm pretty sure we have like a blue, pink, and white flag.
That's fucking stupid. Let me look it up. Yeah, no, because if they really made a flag for this, I'm gonna be disappointed. And I'm not trying to be straight.
I think almost every sexuality has some sort of flag.
Are you serious?
I think.
I doubt it. I don't think straight people did anything.
Heterosexual flag colors.
Here we go. No way.
Oh, I'm wrong. I'm dead wrong.
Thank God.
No.
There is a fucking flag. That's stupid. Black and white.
We're black and white.
All right. Okay.
Using black-white colors of the heterosexual flag as a field, it adds a large rainbow-colored A for ally to indicate straight support for the gay pride equal.
See,
marriage
that's not
movement.
straight pride. That's not it. That's not the one the whites were doing. That's not the one the whites were doing.
I guess they're referring to that one.
Oh, that's dope though. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. But no, I don't think that's the whatever flag. I don't know what it is. Whoever made a straight pride parade, whoever participated in that, you're a fucking idiot.
You're a jerk.
Get a girlfriend or boyfriend.
Yeah.
I don't know, whoever you are. Like, that's fucking stupid. No, straights don't need a parade. Anyway,
there's finally a straight pride pin for proud heterosexuals who want to be gross and obnoxious. Exactly.
Fucking stupid. Is that it? Oh, that's what you were talking. Is that what you were talking about? That heart with the pink and
I think
pink
it's
and blue?
I think that's the pin right there.
That's pretty.
It's ugly. Those colors don't complement anything. It's like shades of. Let me put the brightness up.
Yo, being straight's kind of whack.
Yeah, that's not.
That's pretty whack.
That's ugly.
Nah, that's not the color scheme, fam. That's why you let gay people design that shit. But regardless, I don't know. That's just fucking. People are just. So I feel like the same people that made the straight pride parade were the same people that were like all lives matter, right? There has to be some sort of opposition to everything. Would you not agree?
I mean, I understand.
Oh, gay people want to be heard? Nah, fuck that. Straight pride parade.
You don't need straight pride. You don't need. It's like
okay, you're. See, I understand.
You want a special day for your heterosexual love? That's what Valentine's Day is for.
That's what every day is.
That's what I know, but that's what your wedding anniversary is for.
Right.
That's what,
right.
Like you want to feel special for loving your wife or husband?
See,
there you go.
It's funny how again the whites did it, right? Because that's all I've seen on this straight pride parade. Mm-hmm. Somebody threw one. I don't think it was a big one, but it was. All I seen was whites, right? Mm-hmm. It's crazy how it just it's crazy how we're making this turn, but it's just like the insecurity, right? It's like, oh, they get I swear to God, I've heard this. Like, yo, why do gay people get a parade but straight people don't? What? White person said that. I'm like, what? What?
You never asked for a parade before.
Why do you want a parade now that gay people have a parade? Right? You're that kid that grew up like, yo, that kid got a fucking yo-yo. I want a yo-yo now. Right? Like, you're a bitch. Right? Fucking. Some people are just spoiled.
I think those are the true real transphobics.
Right.
I think those are the real homophobics.
Right. People who like, again, it's just wild to me. Like, yo, they got a parade. Why can't I get one?
Because
why can't straight people get one?
You never heard of this before?
What, dude? Like,
it's like
the stupidest shit.
Like me as a Puerto Rican, we have the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Right.
You don't hear too many white people.
Yo, why don't we get a Caucasian Day parade? I haven't heard that yet. Not yet. But we might have given somebody the idea.
I mean, you got your what? You got the St. Patrick's Day parade, I think.
You know, it's funny how you say like, "Oh, you're white." No, I'm Irish. No, I'm Italian. No one said, oh, okay, so you're not white now. So there's no Caucasians anymore. All right.
I don't see color.
Right. You don't see color. I bet. I'm invisible right now.
And as far as all lives matter,
You fucking hypocrites.
I understand
the same people who didn't want Syrian refugees in America.
I understand.
But all lives matter.
Excuse me.
But all lives matter.
I understand kinda where all lives matter, but they missed the point entirely. Black lives matter. I agree that all lives matter. That's a big fat duh.
The message is clear, but it's not in good. How do I fuck?
The way I see it is this way: of Black lives matter and white lives matter, or all lives matter. I just got myself in trouble. I'm canceled.
Yes. Welcome to the Bizarre Vibes podcast.
With
under new management.
Hector. Oh
No.
Let me stop.
Fuck no.
No, I seen it like this. It's like when you have a loved one who passed away,
Right.
and you're attending the funeral. Everyone's saddened and hurt. Somebody drives by. Hey, stop complaining. We all lost somebody we love. All lives matter. They're missing the point that you're mourning.
Right.
That this community is mourning, is hurt.
Again, the message is in good faith, but it's not coming from a good place.
And then it gets weird when they start shouting like "Blue Lives Matter" and all that.
Yo,
stuff.
I don't want to. I'm sorry. I have friends that are cops. Blue lives do not fucking matter because that's not your life. You chose that shit. You chose to be a cop. So I get it. Your life matters. You as a person matter. But because you're a fucking cop, that's your job. You signed up for that job. Blue Lives Matter, that was the stupidest shit I've ever heard. It's like saying Green Lives Matter for the army. They signed up to go to a fucking war. They signed up. You can tell any soldier like, yo, bro, your life matters. Like, no shit, I know that, but I'm at war. So like, what the fuck are we gonna do? Boycott war? That's the stupidest shit ever.
Can we?
And also, Blue Lives Matter, right? But the amount of police shooting we had, you want me to really give a fuck about cops shooting people inside their fucking houses?
Yeah, that.
You really want me to give a fuck?
That was heartbreaking. Yeah.
There's people out there. This is why blue lives don't fucking matter, right? There's good cops out there, but of course we don't focus on them because we don't know who's fucking good or not until one bad cop abuses his fucking power to show up to somebody's apartment and say, "Oh, I thought this was mine, so I shot the man cold blood in his fucking house." I don't give a fuck about your blue lives matter. You want blue lives to matter? Start policing yourselves.
That's what needs to happen. Because just like you, I have a friend who's also in the academy. I don't know if he's still in training. And I told him, dude, you know you got to be careful, right? Because shit is crazy out there. People are going to hate you automatically for wearing a badge.
For rocking uniform. And again, I have friends and I pray, I hope they're safe, bro. Because I don't want to.
And he wants to be a cop to try to rid some of the shit that we got.
Yo, I don't know where I heard it from. And I'm not going to say it's true at all, but I'm pretty sure the Philadelphia Police Department is probably one of the most crooked fucking departments.
Yeah,
clearly, Austin is taking the goddamn cake, from what I'm fucking seeing.
No.
Well, not Austin, but just Texas, period. Wherever the fucking Texas. Everywhere in Texas. It's rough, man. But I heard Philadelphia Police Department's just fucking crooked. It's fucking rough.
And if it's not, it has to be at least in our neck of the woods.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definite. Yeah.
Because, again, I'll say God bless the police force. I pray that, they make it home safe for dinner and all the case. But, those of you who are crooked, man, which I seriously doubt you'd be even listening, but the crooked cops...
If you are, thank you.
Yeah. The crooked cops, man, it's just... that's something you don't want to believe when you're a kid because you're raised to believe all cops are good, and then
they're heroes. Firemen are heroes.
Yeah. You never hear nobody.
Ambulance.
Firemen.
EMTs are heroes. Ambulances are heroes. Yeah.
I never hear nothing bad about the firemen.
No. Yo, this is why I'd sign up for the
Red Lives Matter.
Never heard about it. Right, red light. That's racist. Because red people are Indians, and that was a racist term.
I forgot.
Them. Everything's racist.
I'm canceled.
Yes, you're fucking canceled. It's done. Welcome to the Bizarre Vibes podcast with nobody. We're just going to leave it blank. Let it run for 2 hours. No noise.
I think I'm going to name the episode We Got Canceled.
There you go. Cancel. Yeah. They would be like, wow, this got canceled?
We got canceled.
6 episodes already? It's canceled?
Technically 5 because I still haven't found episode 2.
I forgot about that.
But
we should probably leave that lost.
Yeah, I mean, it gets hard because like you want to have faith in those cops to a degree, like especially like Amber Alerts or stuff like that.
Yo, I'm sorry, I just gotta say it. I know there was a funny ass YouTube video. Shout out to RD World 1, I believe his YouTube channel is. He made the funniest video on that shit. I don't know if I ever shared it. I don't know if you saw it, but so when they send those Amber Alerts, I completely understand why they send it. Hey, be alert if you've ever seen the vehicle, the license plate. But what do you expect us to do? You get that Amber Alert. You get that noise. It sounds like there's a fucking thunderstorm coming, like our lives are about to end. You look, right? You look at the phone like, oh, it's just an Amber Alert, and then you just hit OK, right? Now again, you shouldn't really do that, but at the same time, the chances of you seeing that car are very slim. However, if you do see that car, right, what do? You call the cops. You tell them you saw the car. If that car's driving, like, you know what I mean? By the time the operator gets the information and wherever the hell that car is at, like...
Yeah, I see what you're saying. And like I guess if like it's maybe if the car's stationary somewhere.
If it's stationary, then of course that'll help. Again, I'm not saying don't stop the Amber Alerts, but it's just like the expectation I feel like the government has on us, like, yo, someone's lost. It's like they expect you to bust out of your door, jogging around the place, looking at every single license plate on every single car.
Lay spikes out on the street.
I'm trying to get to work. Yeah, that's him right there. Tackle the man. But, that's just funny. Like.
I mean, the Amber Alert system is a very serious thing, but you make a valid point where it's just like,
it's like, yo, we about to die.
Like you hear that with thunderstorms or tornado warnings.
Exactly, they share the same alert,
and it's just like in the middle of the night.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Woke me up at 3 a.m. because somebody got kidnapped in a fucking white Toyota.
In Bluebell.
That's right. See, man, I don't know. No, see, I understand why they do that. I was about to say, like, that's dumb that they do it in three, four different cities away, but, like, if somebody kidnaps somebody, you're not going to stay in the same city. Let alone maybe even the same state.
I mean, I guess they have faith in the citizens, man. They expect you to get up at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, no. But see, I guess the biggest argument is, why are you telling us about it? Why aren't you guys doing something about it? You know what I mean? Like, you guys are more well-equipped to handle situations like this than the fucking guy 2 houses down drinking a Corolla on his fucking lawn chair inside his living room. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, right, that's what I'm saying. It's right. It's just like, the government's like, yo, this person got kidnapped. Do something. Fuck you want me to do about it? I'm not doing nothing about it. You're the government.
They want you to leave your house with some baseball bats.
Right.
Some binoculars. Yo, you see him? Is that him?
Right, like you're doing a stakeout in your house. You see him? Nothing yet.
We'll save you, baby.
All right, it's your 10-hour watch. Your turn. Like, what? I'm not going to do that. Like, yo, so it's funny, right? I worked at the halfway house, right? And there was a situation we had where the guys had to leave the rec room, right? Mm-hmm. So me and another guard, I guess, I'm gonna just call ourselves that, we were leaving out the side door, and the side door wouldn't close all the way. And we were like, yo, can you close that? And the dude was like, I ain't fucking closing that. Fuck you. You're the cops. That's some cop shit. I was like, damn, nigga, it's just a door, bro. Can you close it? Like, he was like, nah, I don't get paid to do that shit. I completely understand with this alert, with the Amber Alert. It's like, yo, somebody got arrested. That's your fucking job. That's not mine. Like, yo, go look for them. The cops, FBI, anybody? Like, you guys are more well-equipped to handle these situations than I do. What if somebody finds that person that kidnapped somebody? They find a car, right? And they're like, yo, let's go save this kid for some fucking reason, right? There's people that I guarantee are probably going to do that. Mm-hmm. If that person isn't armed, doesn't have a weapon on them, doesn't have any sort of way to defend themselves, what do you expect the person to do, right? Like you said, if the car's stationary and they call the cops get here in time, mm-hmm. Who's to say that person hasn't ditched that car? In fact, now that people know Amber Alerts go out for a car with a specific license plate, what do you think the first move is for a person to do?
That's true.
You said that's true, but like, what's the first step? Let our listeners know. What would you do if you kidnap somebody and you know they're going to send out an Amber Alert?
You get into a different car.
Thank you.
You just revealed to everyone that I'm a criminal. I'm canceled.
You've been canceled. I don't know why you're worried about it now. You might as well enjoy the ride.
I get it though. No, yeah, I guess it's like when like the local news says, if you have any information, please call.
No, see that I understand, but at the same time, this is your job. No. Now, the Amber Alerts don't do that. If it's local news, again, I guess the argument is you can always call the cops, but like the Amber Alerts, I don't know, man. They're just fucking, yo, somebody got like, what are you yelling at me for, bro? What you using a fucking thunderstorm? I thought it was about to rain on me. Like, come on, dude. Like, send me a text message or some shit. I don't know. I don't know.
And
man.
the Amber Alerts fly on Facebook.
They do?
They fly, man.
Oh wait, are you serious? There's like constant Amber Alerts on Facebook?
At least I get them.
I don't get none of that shit.
Probably because they hear you complaining all the time.
I guess they're just like, yo, this guy ain't gonna do shit. Just skip. That's crazy. See, but that's the thing. Like, there's so many Amber. Now, see, I don't know how the Amber Alert works. I assume somebody reports somebody missing, which, by the way, they have to be missing for 2 days before you report that in. That's a fucking crime in itself.
Yeah.
Somebody has to be missing for 2 days.
I think recently they said that you shouldn't wait 24 hours for somebody to.
Oh, so now you shouldn't. Because didn't when.
Especially if it's a child.
When your cousin was missing,
right?
Didn't you guys try to call the cops and they said you gotta wait because they try to give you 2 days to see if they'll come back or not.
I think it has to do with the age. I don't know what happened when she went quote unquote missing.
Right.
I know my aunt and uncle, they called us.
Cops immediately.
I imagine.
Well, not immediately.
Yeah, they did. I think they did because then they ended up having conversations with detectives and whatnot.
Oh,
which, by the way, my cousin didn't really go missing. She partied a little too hard and stayed at her friend's house.
Right. I should have mentioned that, but that was a nice cliffhanger. But you ended it so.
Cliffhanger.
But
Did she make it?
But like I've heard that like if you try to report someone missing, you have to wait 48 hours. Which I guess it makes sense, but like. That's a lot of time for somebody to get kidnapped and go missing and leave the state. You know what I mean? Like,
or get killed.
Right. Fuck. Yeah. That's a real crime.
I think we need to play the equalizer and just take justice into our own hands.
John Wick it up.
You could probably do John Wick.
I got the beard for it. I got the hair. I got to cut it a little bit.
Did you cut it?
No. Oh. No.
Well, I think we got all the controversial stuff that gets us hated out the way.
I wasn't expecting to talk about any of that.
I know.
But to lighten it up, speaking of faith, this is,
Faith.
Let's talk about
Mr. West.
I was loud, my bad.
No, you're fine.
Let's talk about Mr. West. Mr. West.
Kanye West, Jesus is King. Did you hear it?
Yes, I did. So I was on Twitter, and everybody was talking about Gandhi. They were still talking about Gandhi. I don't know if you remember that album. He announced Gandhi coming out. Never did.
You mean Yandi?
Yandi, yes. I said Gandhi. You're right. Yandi, yeah. I don't even think that one came out. I think this might be Yandi.
I think
this is Yandi.
I think Jesus is King was supposed to be Yandi.
Okay, so everybody was talking about Yandi, and then apparently he announced Jesus is King. Mm-hmm. Gave it a release date. The day came, that didn't happen, right? I think this might have been a late release. As far as that goes, I wasn't paying too much attention.
Neither was I.
So I was on the computer, right? Looking stuff up on the internet, and I opened up Hector's Spotify because I was bored. I was like, let's see what this man listens to. And Jesus is King was his latest thing he listened to. I was like, wait, it's out? First I was flabbergasted. It was a train of thoughts. I was like, Hector listens to rap? And then I was like, wait, Kanye dropped the album? Jesus is King. Mm-hmm. It's out? Like, it was just so many questions.
That was essentially my reaction too when I first saw it announced.
So, I'm going to save this for later. But, so, I gave the album a listen. Very short album. Kind of short. Yeah. The longest song is probably the best one too, personally.
Hands On.
You Hands On. Oh, wait.
Hands On, I believe, was the longest track. And
No.
I believe it is.
No. I
could check.
I think Use This Gospel is the longest song because he actually had another person rapping on it, and also the saxophone solo from Kenny G.
I mean, there were some things
which was a delicious, fucking beautiful.
I wish you didn't do that.
What, use delicious? What do you? I mean, I compliment a girl. Damn, them tits delicious. Like. I'm like, damn.
The one with Kenny G. Use this gospel. You right? And
longest song.
And I'm not gonna play it because of the.
Right. No, of course.
It's 3 minutes and 33 seconds.
That's the longest song.
Hands on.
What is hands on? Yeah, I don't remember that.
Hands on is. 3 minutes and 23 seconds.
Yeah.
I could have sworn Hands On was one of the longest ones.
No.
But Hands On was my favorite track of the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think because he comes at the Christians who were saying crap about him.
Oh, that was that song. Yeah. I remember hearing that about it. Yeah. I forgot what he said, but it was like the Christians gonna hate me. Something like that.
What have you been hearing from the Christians?
Yeah.
I really like that one.
Yeah.
I really did.
Cause you know the
Closed on Sunday was funny.
You my chick. That's the fucking. I was like, come on, dude. I liked it though. I see. True to Kanye fashion, it's different, right? He you my Chick-fil-A. I was like, that's catchy. I don't like it, but it's catchy.
Some of the tracks reminded me of College Dropout.
See, everybody said that, and the one that reminds me of College Dropout was probably used. I don't think it's used as gospel, but there was one where he was just like, he was humming what sounded like "You Can't Tell Me Nothing," I think, or something like that.
It might have been. You want us to pause this so we can give a quick listen?
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Yeah, Follow God.
Yes.
Follow God is dope.
But I think the intro of some songs gave me the College Dropout type of vibe.
Because he sampled a lot during his.
Did he sample his old albums?
That I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm saying the sample reminded me how he used to sample a lot during his first few projects.
Yeah. See, so I guess that's what people were talking about, and they're like, I miss the old Kanye. But to be honest, like, when people say that about artists, it's like, if you miss the old them, just listen to their old shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, people can't stay in one place.
Especially like if you are a professional artist, like in
right.
The industry.
Imagine making, imagine if Joe Budden made 16 different versions of Pump It Up. Mm-hmm. You're gonna get tired after the third one. Yeah. That One Blood remix, that shit was hot. Every single time they added six new artists on a different remix, like, it was sick. But after it got to like an hour, bro, I stopped listening after the second minute. I was like, I'm not listening to all these. Like, everybody wanted to get on that one. That was crazy. I'm not listening to all that shit.
Like how everybody wanted to get on a Millie.
I don't remember all the remixes. I probably didn't even go down that rabbit hole. I was like, nah, bro. You got me with One Blood. I listened to like half an hour of people rapping, bro. I'm done.
Now, what's interesting about Jesus is King is that there's a lot of skepticism from the CHH community.
Right.
CHH.
Whoa, really? Hip-hop. Oh, I seen your post on, was it Instagram?
Probably.
Where I didn't even know the other two albums. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it was funny. Everybody's in like.
Oh yeah. I posted a meme. That Hillsong and Elevation, who are two very popular
Christian hip hop artists,
worship groups, traditional worship groups. And the meme was when Elevation and Worship realized Kanye is outselling them on Billboard, and it's just the sample of The Office
going insane, right? As usual.
And I'm not a fan of either or.
Right.
And that'll give me enough attention as it is.
Right.
As a Christian.
Right.
But no, in Christian hip hop, a lot of artists were
skeptical of. I mean, to be fair, like, of course,
cautiously optimistic.
Okay. Again, R. Kelly dropped how many gospel albums?
To my knowledge, one.
Really? Just one?
I think it was one album, but a handful of gospel singles.
Okay.
But
okay.
Everyone's asking, he's being fake, and I guess they're feeling that way because Snoop Dogg released his gospel album. You weren't aware?
Yeah, I know he dropped the gospel album. It was recent?
I think last year maybe. And then he just kind of like reverted back to his old rapping style.
Right, exactly.
So people were like, "Oh, that was just a cash grab from the Christians."
Exactly, which is exactly what I think. Because again, his Coachella thing where he sold socks, plain old socks that just said God for $50.
Ew.
I swear I told you about this last time.
I don't.
Not on
that.
podcast, but
I don't remember that.
Yeah, he was at Coachella, and like the simplicity of this shit was just fucking is mind boggling. It's literally like the calf socks, it literally just says God. Not even like fancy letter, nothing. Just God. $50. $50.
Well, where is it written?
For 2 pairs of socks. On the sleeve thing, yeah. Sleeve part of the sock.
You'd be surprised when you can sell your popular.
Bro, you can. Let's not get into this conversation again.
But
because then we're gonna be talking about YouTubers selling rocks.
He was so mad. You were so mad. I think the one people were like waiting for the most was Lecrae.
But see, Lecrae is actually of that cloth. He's of the ilk.
Which is why people were asking for his opinion. And Lecrae responded that he believes that what he heard from Kanye is genuine. He believes it. And I even gave my opinion when I reviewed the album 2 weeks ago, a week ago. And I feel as though, based on what I've seen Kanye, his behavior, how he's been acting with Kim, that there's a possibility that this is genuine.
How's he been acting with Kim?
If I recall, Kim wanted to wear something that was very revealing. And Kanye was like, I'm not comfortable with you doing that because you're my wife. I want you to be more covered. And it went off into Kim saying something to the degree of, just because you have this change in your life doesn't mean I'm ready to join with you. In which Kanye left the room.
Oh, damn.
Now, granted, these are in front of cameras, so that could have all been an act. And so I understand the healthy amount of skepticism. Because
no, of course.
CHH has been hurt by rappers who were claiming to rap for God.
Right.
Only to leave it again.
Right. For a cash grab. Right.
Snoop, as mentioned. I don't want to say DMX, but DMX could fall in there. Nas.
DMX is definitely a teeter-totter, I guess.
Yeah. Was it Nas or was it Mace? I think it was Mace.
Probably Mace. Mace did become a pastor, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then he left to battle rap Cameron again. Which was fire. Yo, his diss was fire. But anyway.
But yeah, so I understand the healthy amount of skepticism. I hope it's real because Kanye's a little weird in some of the shit he's done.
You just need some guidance. I
guess.
Guess.
The dude, for what he's worth,
he doesn't need guidance.
He's in my opinion, a masterman, a wordsmith. He knows what he's doing.
Right. He knows what he's doing. He's been doing. He's a genius. For a while. Yes.
I was trying to avoid that word because I feel like it's cliche, but Kanye's a genius in his craft.
Yes.
When you listen to his body of work,
yes,
that dude put in work.
Yes.
I wasn't a fan of Poopity Scoop.
Yo, but I'm not gonna lie, it's fire.
Why is it fire?
Yo, I don't know. It's Kanye.
These bars?
It's Kanye. It's Kanye.
Because it's Kanye.
And also, the whole point of that song was to troll Drake, though.
I know.
Which I'm not a big fan of, because I love Drake, but like that's some toxic shit.
But you know what I think helped push that is another culture, and that's meme culture.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
That pushed it a lot.
Yes. Yeah. Same people that skyrocketed Lil Nas.
X.
Yes, Lil Nas X. Yes.
Yeah, include the X.
Yeah.
I think there is a Lil
My
Nas.
bad. Yeah, you gotta say the whole thing. It's like Tribe Called Quest. Yeah.
But I gave the album a two and a half out of 5, and I guess it's because I've been so submersed. Is that the word?
Yeah.
Or immersed.
Immersed, yeah. You were so submersed under music, you were buried.
I've been so immersed in Christian hip hop that me listening to Kanye, it was like, that's okay. That's okay. No, granted, I'm no authority in the subgenre, but Kanye's music came across more as gospel than it did CHH. Which, by the way, and you may not even care, but there's a distinction between gospel music and Christian music.
Right. What is it?
Race.
What'd you just say?
Race.
Race? So
gospel music.
Hold on.
Okay.
So you have to be black. If you're black, it's just Christian hip hop. That's it.
No. If you're black, it's considered gospel music.
Whoa. Okay.
If you're white,
now you messed me up.
It's considered CCM, Christian contemporary music. Don't ask me what's the difference between Christian and gospel because I was always under the assumption that they're singing about the same thing.
Right.
But apparently it's a race issue. Because I've always wondered that from the gate.
How does that? That doesn't. What?
If you listen to...
So Christian contemporary music. That's what you said, right?
Yes. That would be Hillsong.
Rock. I'm assuming that's rock. Like Christian rock or some shit. Like Skillet, right?
Skillet is its own genre. It's
its own genre?
It's Christian rock. I mean...
Okay. So all right. So let me ask you this.
This is a rabbit hole, bro.
What?
It's a rabbit hole, but go ahead.
Yes. So Kanye dropped gospel. This is gospel in the eyes of Christians. This is gospel or Christian hip hop. Christian hip hop. What is Christian hip hop? Is that gospel? Is Christian hip hop the same? Like what?
And that's the weird part because there's Christian hip hop
and then there's gospel.
There's gospel rap.
So Kirk Franklin is gospel.
Kirk Franklin is gospel,
but Kanye isn't Christian hip hop.
That's what I think. I don't think that's the debate.
Okay.
But I think Kanye's like a mix of both, of gospel and rap.
I mean, it makes sense.
Gospel rap.
Yeah.
Which there has been before.
Yes. Okay.
But yeah, gospel.
But it's a race thing. They categorize you by race in the Christian community.
If you go, because the Dove Awards recently happened. For those of you who don't know, the Dove's basically the Christian equivalent of the Grammys.
Oh, okay.
And you will see Best Gospel Artist of the Year. 80% of those nominations will probably always be black.
Okay. Wow.
Best Contemporary Christian Song of the Year.
80% of those are white.
Will be either white or someone who's not. I don't know, dude. It's weird. It's
Hispanic
so weird.
or
No, the Hispanics got their own genre.
Oh my god. Is there Christian salsa? I know it sounds like I'm making a joke.
Okay, so no.
Oh no.
No, listen.
Because I know Spanish. There are Spanish Spanish songs.
For every genre of music,
right,
there's a Christian subgenre.
Okay. Okay.
So just so you know, so yes, when there's salsa,
yes,
there's salsa cristiana.
So there really is Christian salsa.
Yeah. So
there's Christian bachata.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Are you excited to listen to it or?
I'm actually a little bit Yeah, a little bit. So like, so you can listen to Santos, Romero. What's his name? Shit, I can't believe I forgot. Oh my god, I'm super canceled.
Romero.
Oh my god.
Romeo Santos.
Yes, thank you. Wow, I'm
Romero,
super canceled. I'm done. It's over for me.
Well, I don't think he's a Christian artist.
No. That's what I'm saying. So you can listen to like bachata that's contemporary, and then you can like be like, all right, let me hear Jesus say some shit or something. Well, you can hear Christian bachata. Like how does
Christian
that go?
Merengue.
You're lying.
Yeah.
I don't believe you. Nah, bro. I gotta look this shit up.
All right, so we're gonna take
That's crazy.
the same way we paused to listen to Kanye. I'm gonna show Oscar some of the Christian merengue and stuff, and we'll be right back. I think this is the first time we're doing this. We'll be back. So Oscar, what do you think of some of the music I showed you?
That's crazy. That's mind blowing. That is amazing.
He was legitimately like thrown aghast by the merengue.
That shit threw me off. Cause first off, I don't really listen to the lyrics of merengue anyway. But like once I heard, I need to invite a special guest. Jesus Christ! I was like, no way! Like I was thrown. That was crazy. That shit blew my.
Granted, I don't listen to merengue a whole lot.
That's what I'm saying.
And the little bit of merengue that I know is because of you guys.
Right.
¿Y quién somos?
Yeah.
La máquina. Like.
That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. I respect the fact that Christians are like, yo, I want heavy metal, but I don't want to praise the devil, or because God knows there are some bands out there you might not even know. So I respect that. That is crazy. That's crazy.
And the cool part about that is that there are some, in terms of Christian rock, there's a lot of rock bands who are well respected in the rock community in general.
Really?
Skillet's one of them because they're honest about their faith. They don't
right. Yeah, right.
They're one. Demon Hunter's another. I love Demon Hunter. They're another one.
That's a dope ass name too. That is crazy.
And they got a badass logo.
I wouldn't doubt it. That's crazy.
But to kind of bring it back, because we're talking about like race and the genres of Christian music.
No. We were talking about Jesus is King.
And then it's all stems from Jesus is King. And this is what we mean by bizarre vibes. When we talk, we literally branch out to everything else. But yeah, the root was Jesus is King. Like I said, I gave the album 2.5 stars out of 5 because of what I've...
Okay, because the nostalgia. See, but like people gotta let go of the nostalgia sometimes.
It wasn't nostalgia. It was just like, I felt like I've heard some of this stuff before.
Okay. All right, see, that makes sense. Nah, but my favorite songs definitely uses gospel. That saxophone solo is definitely A1. Like, that shit was...
for the record, people give Kenny G a lot of shit.
For what?
If you ask a lot of professional saxophone players, they say Kenny G is one of the worst sax players in the world.
That's crazy. I mean,
I like him though.
You know what's funny is I can respect that. Maybe maybe it comes from a competitive place. Like, yo, he's fucking trash.
They're saying it has something to do with his breathing patterns. He's using a very simple breathing pattern.
They can talk about all that because they know because they do it. I'm like, yo, I just like his shit. I don't hear his breathing. I don't fucking know. Like I don't know, but I can understand where they're coming from because if they're collectively saying he's trash, there's got to be something to it. Unless they're just jealous because he's the famous one, which can also be a thing. But regardless,
that could be it.
That's neither here nor there. That's dope.
I'm showing him the Demon Hunter logo.
Crazy.
The demon with the bullet hole in his forehead.
That's dope. But yeah, Jesus is King. I gotta give it. It was good, but it was short.
It was. A lot of the songs were under 3 minutes.
A lot of it was short. And I guess you're right. Some of the stuff I kind of did hear before, I guess. But I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5, man. It was dope.
Granted, this is the first time I actually sat down and listened to a Kanye project in a long time.
Damn.
Because I never sat down and listened to Life of Pablo.
Life of Pablo was pretty good too.
I never listened to Yeezus.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like that one.
So I don't know Kanye's body of work. I could look it up possibly.
Right.
But I just don't.
Right.
College Dropout, like I said, is probably my favorite project because so many good stuff came out of there.
Right, and a lot of people, sampled a lot of that shit, of course. But I don't know. I just really like...
Graduation was good, too.
I mean, Graduation, College Dropout, like, all his early shit, of course, people are going to be hooked on it, because that was some of his best work, of course. Like, before people said he started changing and things of that nature.
I heard a little bit of... And I pulled up his body of work. Late Registration, I'm not too sure if
Late Registration was great. I love that one.
Yeah.
That one was great.
Oh, Gold Digger was in that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, that song got me in trouble once.
But
he took my money.
But
when I'm in need.
No, Kanye's great. But
808s and Heartbreak was a crybaby album. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, I was going through some tough times when that shit dropped.
Is it what I think it is?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So that one helped out a lot. I was just looking out the car window.
In the night.
Exactly. Just looking like.
Talking.
Just thinking like, fuck that bitch.
Baby, that's just...
But nah. So that one was dropped at the right time. That dropped at the right time for me.
Do you think Jesus is King? Because you obviously know more about Kanye's work than I do. Do you think it's was it different for him? Was it a refreshing take for him, or?
I think. See, the funny thing is, people said "Life of Pablo" was first going to be a gospel song. Because I don't. Have you heard any of it? No. Any of the album? So the first song is "Ultralight Beam." If you heard that one, we're not going to pause the podcast again to listen to it, but you would get the gospel vibes from it. So it's not really refreshing. I can't say it's a new take on him. I think, if anything, this is a continuation of him. Because the way Life of Pablo worked, right? Ultralight Beam was the song he performed on SNL with Chance the Rapper. And they were, there was a lot of biblical. They had a choir. Kirk Franklin helped.
Yeah.
With everything. So it's not refreshing. He's done it before. But the rest of the album wasn't really there was bits and pieces, right? Mm-hmm. I think this one is the one where he fully was like, this whole thing's gonna be just strictly gospel. Because it was Ultralight Beam, and then after that it was Father Hold My Hand, part 1 and 2, which if you heard, you wouldn't. You know what? I think if I had to say it, Jesus is King is basically just a shorter version of Life of Pablo. Because now that I remember listening to Jesus King, and now that I'm playing the songs from Life of Pablo in my head, in order.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same way, except Jesus is King. It's more. I would say it's definitely more lenient towards the Christian gospel, vibes. Because Life of Pablo, it was like Christian, and then sort of Christian, highs, lows, things of that nature. You got to give it a listen and to really understand. But he was like Ultralight Beam, that was the first song on the album. That was definitely Christian. Like, he was definitely, in the gospel version. Like, Kirk Franklin helped him with the song. Okay. So it was definitely like a Christian thing. And then
Franklin helped him a lot, actually.
Yeah, so, throughout the album, I guess if you look at Life of Pablo now, you can kind of sort of see it like him transitioning, right? He didn't just full-fledged go into it. He was kind of like leading up to this. Mm-hmm. So, again, not a refreshing take, but it is definitely new for him to sort of kind of be all Christian gospel, on Jesus King. The only thing again is just it's short, man. It's just too short.
Yeah, speaking of Kirk Franklin, it kind of ties in with the music and what we talked about earlier about some of the social justice issues. The Dove Awards. Kirk Franklin won, I believe, for Album of the Year or Gospel Artist of the Year. And he did a speech, and Trinity Broadcast Network, the Christian television station, they edited his speech.
It's raining.
It's raining. It's Oscar's like, what's that?
Yeah, I just heard trailer.
They edited part of his speech where he was talking about praying for the girl who got shot, the little girl who got shot, and also praying for the police also as well. You put both families in prayer.
Right.
They edited that part of his speech out.
How do you know? You looked it up online?
Kirk Franklin
said it online on Twitter?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And he was so distraught by the matter that he said he would no longer attend the Dove Awards.
Damn.
And Lecrae followed suit because Lecrae says that that's happened before. So he said, if Kirk's out, I'm out.
Damn.
And other.
Well, first off, yeah, Kirk definitely a titan in the gospel.
Oh yeah, Kirk has been in there for
He's a
minute.
He's titan.
He's respected in gospel and hip hop.
Yes,
he is.
Very much. Yes.
And then next thing you know, a slew of artists started like getting behind Kirk.
Damn.
It was just like, we're with you, Kurt, and all that. And then I think maybe today or maybe yesterday, the president or someone on TBN came out and said, "Oh, we made a grave mistake in our editing."
Right. No. Right.
So apparently now their people are talking with Kirk's people to fix the situation.
Right.
But it's just like, not even on the Christian stations can you at least air out that kind of.
Now, see, I understand where the network's coming from. So they edited out the prayer for both the little girl that got shot and the police officer?
Yeah.
Or not both? Okay. Oh, okay. So that made no sense. Because if they edited out the police, I would be like, that news station wasn't worried about the prayer. They were worried about the social impact it might have had.
Which in turn this
again, most people are gonna be like, what? You're giving prayer to a family? Because when people remember, again, when the judge hugged that woman that shot that man in his apartment, right? Them hugging that woman after she got her sentencing, that enraged people. So I'm assuming like the president was like, oh yeah, we don't want no people getting mad at us for giving prayers to a man who just shot a kid in cold blood, right? Now, I sound like an asshole. I know I am, but that the cop who shot that kid, right? I'm gonna give him full benefit of the doubt. This is actually my first time hearing about it. I don't think a human being, especially a cop, would wake up and think, I don't know how it happened. I got to read on this, but I don't think anybody wants to shoot a kid ever, right? So I feel like them cutting out both the cop and the girl from his little prayer speech, that I don't know what the reason for that behind. Like, what were they? They're trying to keep it to music. That made no sense to me. If they edited out just the cops' prayer, like prayers to the cops, because they didn't want the social wrath of people, because now it's so easy to say fuck the cops. One, because of their actions, but two, like, we're a little hard on cops. I know what I said earlier, like, yo, fuck Blue Lives Matter, but at the same time, there are good people out there. And if a cop shot a kid, I don't think that was on purpose.
Okay, so I just had to look it up because
I don't know what
Kirk referred to her as a young child, but she was 28.
Right. So everybody young. So wait, no, hold on. This is the 20-year-old that was shot in her house playing with her kid?
Tatiana Coquise Jefferson, a 28-year-old black American woman, was shot and killed in her home by a white American police officer in Fort Worth, Texas.
This is the same fucking one I was talking. Yeah, nah. Well, I take back what I said. This is exactly what I meant.
But Kurt
abusing their fucking power. You shot a woman in her own home because apparently she was playing with her kid on a game console. What the fuck are you doing? We're past that.
Yeah.
Fuck Blue Lives Matter.
But Kurt was being generous and praying for both that family and the others.
I see now. I guess I completely understand where the news network, Trinity Network station.
Yeah.
Was with this. They didn't want to make this any social. They probably just wanted to keep it to music, right? But that, I see where Kurt is coming from.
I think Kurt, if I remember, he felt like this was something against, the African American community. They wanted to silence him, that kind of thing. So that's what he felt personally.
See. That's right. I understand
But Kurt had the heart to pray for the police officer as well. And I know you don't agree with that.
Yeah, kudos to you, but
he felt he felt like they were trying to silence him. So in turn,
right? No, see, I understand where he's coming from.
In turn, that's why
I understand where they're coming from.
I'm gonna duck out of the award show if I can't even say what I want to say.
That's true. Yeah. No, I understand that. But I'm upset that. Yeah, whatever.
And I was just recently made aware of this poor girl and her. This week I actually found out about it.
Yeah, I've heard about it for a minute, I think.
And it's rough, man. It's so sad because you want to root for the police because maybe not you, but somewhere deep in my mind it's like I want to root for you because I was raised to believe you were the good guy.
No, it's same way. Again, same way, but it's just again. We don't know who's good and bad.
Exactly.
You all look the same. You all wear the same uniform. And people abuse people will abuse whatever they have the opportunity to abuse.
And it's a shame because it's like we can't judge you by your uniform. You may be a decent cop.
Right.
You may be a piece of shit one.
We don't know. We won't know.
Exactly. So,
and now there's a woman dead in her house. Well, not now, but you know what I mean? Like, people abuse their shit.
It's sad.
So, I want to bring it back, but I just want to say this real quick.
Go ahead.
A white woman was at a town hall meeting, I believe, somewhere in Texas, I believe, maybe, and she said that the cops were sneaking up to her house. They were sneaking around in her backyard. And they didn't say anything when she was out. When she came outside, because she heard them sneaking around, making noises and shit, they didn't say anything to her until she said, "Who's out there?" Then they announced themselves. Yeah.
That's...
Right?
Why?
Exactly. So it's like, people have the audacity to fucking say Blue Lives Matter, right? Which, again, I don't want to be that asshole, but I only see white people saying that.
But... Are they still saying that though? Are they still saying Blue Lives Matter?
Yes, they have stickers and all that shit for it.
Oof.
The black and white flag with just one blue line, that's Blue Lives Matter.
The straight pride flag?
Right, yeah, my bad. The straight, that might as fucking well, honest. Those are probably the same people throwing the straight pride fucking parades too, yeah.
Where's our parade?
Fucking annoying, bro. Some people need to...
To tread to light, well, not even lighter. I kind of mentioned to you, you wasn't aware of this YouTuber, but Grandpa Kitchen, who got very popular on YouTube. This elderly man who used to cook massive quantities of food for kids.
Oh.
He recently passed away, and it broke my fat heart to see him. That's so tasteless.
Why you had to use that adjective?
That's so tasteless
my
of you.
Fat heart. No, but that's terrible, man. Because when people do good for the communities or whatever the case may be, that's just because there's not enough people like that out there, man.
He was so kind too. Like,
right.
I'm your grandpa. It was just like,
man. Oh no. I don't know if you remember. There was a not a meme, I guess, but there was a picture of a grandpa and he was eating a dinner. That's the dude. Yo, that's crazy. Oh, that's him? Yeah. I see him making a fucking vat of chicken. Like, he put 18. Yes. Oh no. That's not it. But no. But like, yes. It was a vat of spices, and he deep fried a shit ton of chicken for kids. I didn't know that was him.
Yeah.
Now I'm even more sad. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's 73 years old.
Oh man.
And I believe that's in India, so they did the traditional Indian burial.
That was. Damn.
They wrapped him up.
I didn't know he had a YouTube video, a channel.
Yeah, Grandpa Kitchen.
Damn.
So rest in peace to Grandpa Kitchen. I pray that someone continues your legacy, man, because that's
crazy.
You made all of us hungry while feeding those kids.
No, it's funny because I seen him on Facebook, and the Facebook video was like, man feeds a bunch of hungry kids, right? And I was like, oh shit, I gotta watch this. And plus, he uses spices. He uses when he fried that chicken, that shit looked good.
He's cooking.
I was like, damn, bro, can I go to India? Like, they eat good out there. But
good out there.
But like that's crazy.
Yeah, so
that's fucking crazy.
It hurt my little heart. Is that better?
Yeah.
Little heart.
You could say fat. It just threw me off. But speaking of
Fat?
sadness and fat hearts, rest in peace to Pops, man.
Oh yeah.
Rest in peace to Pops, man.
Oh my god. Witherspoon, John Witherspoon.
John Witherspoon.
That was heartbreaking because John Witherspoon was one of those guys who made me think like, you know what, maybe I could be funny.
Right.
And it's just like the Wayans brothers Pops. Oh man. And then of course
that man is a legend.
Boondocks.
Yo, that hurts, man.
He was like the family member you wanted.
Are we right? I wanted him beating my ass. I wanted him to be my dad. Oh man, that shit. When that news dropped, man, I was like, no, man. Yo, I think. Have you ever cried for like a celebrity death? Like, have you ever had somebody you did not know personally, but they passed and that hurt you?
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson? I can respect it.
Because at the time, he's like, everyone was still like, no, Mike is innocent and all that.
Yeah.
You hear the stories that he was a tortured person and how his dad used to abuse him.
Yeah.
But he still made these beautiful songs.
Yeah.
So when I heard the news, so abrupt, it was just like, it jacked my heart.
Right.
Michael's gone?
Right. Exactly.
Outside of him, professional wrestler Eddie Guerrero.
Yo, Eddie, yeah, that's probably one of them.
A strong representative of Latinos in the wrestling community.
Yeah.
So that
period. I think
that one was hard to see him go, and
that was hard. Yeah.
Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, another wrestler, and I'm saying wrestlers because I watch wrestling. See him go, the way they honor him makes you just like, dude.
Right. No, but it's funny because I can't say I don't remember who made me feel like that because when I see especially actors when they it takes a lot for you to make me, you know what I mean. Fucking if Tony Stark dies, I think I'm gonna like. If I'm working, I'm gonna need a sick day off, bro. When he died in Avengers, I would like, you know how you got a gangster. Yo, I fucking teared up, man. That shit was rough.
I can't picture you crying.
That shit hit. Yo, I don't. That's why it hurt. I was just sitting there like, yo, you know how you got a gangster tear, like it'll come off halfway, and you're just like, no.
You have to be a gangster.
Nah, bro,
tear,
that
man.
shit. Yo, it was like 2, 3. Yo, my friend next to me, I think he's seen the movie where he's like, you good? I'm just like. I just shook my head in silence. Like there was 2 tears. He was looking at me like, alright. He just left me. Yo, that shit hurt. That was crazy.
But you're talking about like an on-screen death?
No, I was talking about real life. I just can't remember. I think Eddie Guerrero was one of the few ones.
Titanic made me cry when I first seen it.
On-screen ones, yes, because I was like young and I was like, I think I was crying like, why? Like. Bitch, there was enough space on that door. Like I'm pretty sure I thought that.
You're like everybody else who thought the same thing.
Well, they think that now. They want to say it now. But
I think even MythBusters confirmed that.
Yes. But regardless,
Coco made me cry.
I haven't watched Coco.
You still haven't watched Coco?
I said that before, huh? Damn, yeah. Nah, I haven't watched Coco yet.
It's such a
the
good
one
movie.
Hispanic one too.
It's such a good movie.
I know.
They did such a good job.
I gotta watch it.
The way the animated Mama Coco was just like,
Really? Oh.
Because she's just this frail old woman, and she doesn't have a lot of lines in the movies. But when Miguel interacts with her, you just see that her face is just like
lights up.
That's every Spanish grandma.
Damn, I don't think I can watch that.
But that made me cry, and I guess it's because maybe at the end I'm a sentimental guy.
Right.
So it doesn't take much to jerk my tears.
Right.
Probably could have used a better term, but to force my tears. There you go.
Nobody thought about that. Thought about it until you said it. But yeah.
You make me think of the worst. That's what it is.
Wow. That's a great compliment. But
I didn't cry with John. I was just like deeply saddened. Because I feel like that was a huge Witherspoon.
Right. No. Yeah. See.
It was just like a huge dent in the comedy community.
Right. Yeah. When somebody like that dies, like I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna sound maybe a bit insensitive, but the moment he died, I was like, damn, no Boondocks.
I think they recorded it.
Did they?
I think so.
Again, it's still sad because there's still no more Boondocks. You cannot replace John Witherspoon. You can't.
Oh no, as
that man is a legend, and that shit it hurt. But again, it takes a lot for me to tear for somebody that I don't know, right? Mm-hmm. But you have to respect the legacy the man has left.
Did the cartoon ever make you cry?
Yes.
Which cartoon?
Courage, the Cowardly Dog. That last episode.
You know what? You did tell me that you and your brother and sister.
Yo, we was all fucking crying in this living room.
I just picture y'all huddling together.
No, I didn't want to be touched. I was like, yo, that shit was crazy. There was a bunch. You know, now that you say, there was a bunch of cartoons that have moments like that. I can't remember.
There was a few Hey Arnold episodes that did that.
Yes, yeah. I think one I remember vividly was when they freed the sea turtle.
Lockjaw.
Yeah.
Oh, the sax music and
was that what it was? I don't remember it because I remember crying. I remember they freed him. I guess because they was friends. Him and
He felt bad for the turtle because they kept like throwing shit at him, trash.
That's what it was. That's what it was. Yo, that turtle was going through some shit.
And him and his
grandma. Those workers are ass, bro. They trash. They just let that shit happen.
Him and his grandma saved that turtle. Yo, Gertrude was the plug. Gertrude.
Yo, those Hey Arnold's grandparents are lit. Mm-hmm. They know some shit. But
I think the one that did it for me for Hey Arnold was when Mr. Quinn, the Asian guy, got reunited with his daughter. It was the Christmas special, I think.
Shit.
That one did it for me.
Shit.
I was like, Papa. I'm like,
damn, I ain't heard that name in a while. Nah, man, a cartoon to me is good when it has shit like that. Mm-hmm. I think that's why Futurama is one of my most favorite animated series ever.
Yeah, you've mentioned that plenty of times. I haven't seen a lot of Futurama, but I've seen enough to know that it is a good series.
It's the amount because it's crazy, right? You'll be I'm not gonna lie. I think Family Guy did it a couple of times, maybe.
Made you cry?
No, you're right. But they had some deep shit, and I remember one episode vividly where Peter was like, "I gotta crack a joke. We can't end on a serious note like that." I remember that vividly. I don't remember what episode, cause you're right. Nah, Futurama's still better. But
The Simpsons did it a lot.
Yeah, I could see Simpsons definitely doing something like that for sure. Yeah, for sure. But like that's what makes shit good. Like when it's a comedy show and they throw you for a loop like that, that's good. That's some good shit.
Yeah, I don't.
Person of Interest is not animated at all. It's not a cartoon series, but that one was an emotional roller coaster.
I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah, I know. You gotta watch it. That is some shit right there. Whew. The main character is the guy who played Jesus, I think, in a play. Not Mel Gibson. I don't know if it was Mel Gibson was Jesus, wasn't he? It don't matter. Anyway, but yeah, that's what makes a good show to me. Mm-hmm. Like if you're a comedy show and you throw people off for a loop like that, that's a great show. That is a great show for me.
Mm-hmm. I think, yeah, you're right. Yeah, if it's a comedy, you're able to like throw some emotion in there.
I heard that This Is Us, right? That shit was was just straight crying all the time.
I could not get past the first episode.
I heard a straight sadness.
I was so frustrated.
Oh no!
With the way the first episode laid out, not because it's good.
Right.
It's good, but the shit that was happening with these kids.
Oh.
The way talking about the police, the way they were treating these kids, trying to get them to go against each other, trying to get them to snitch against each other.
I gotta watch
blackmailing the dad who has a good job. All this shit. It makes you angry.
Right. That's the point.
And it's just like yeah. And near the end, I was like, it was angry tears.
No.
It was angry tears, man. And it was just like I don't know if I could watch the other episodes, and I haven't since then. Because I don't feel like being that frustrated. I don't feel like going to sleep frustrated.
Crazy. Now I have to watch that.
Because it's like if you already have a preconceived notion of police, this shit's gonna add fuel to the fire.
No, but see, Judy, this is the thing. That shit happens.
No, I understand that, but I'm just
That
to
shit
see it
happens.
to see it the way it happens here to these kids who are innocent.
Yo, speaking of innocent kids being fucking thrown in jail, that Netflix series, Central Park 5 or something?
Haven't seen it.
Okay, you can't watch that either. I'm just letting you know now.
Angry Tears?
Angry Tears. I haven't watched it.
So how do you know?
Because Joy told me.
Oh.
And I was frustrated off the description. So, This Is Us?
This Is Us.
Imagine that in like an hour long or 2 hours. I don't know how long that shit is.
I know it's a mini series. It's not. I know it's not an ongoing thing.
Oh, okay.
But I think they won an award. Obviously.
Who? This Is Us?
Yeah.
They deserve it. I heard that's all tears though. That's why I was like, I'm not trying to cry like that, man.
It is funny because I don't picture you as a crier.
Dog. When I cried, again, the Avengers, I know this is probably going to sound whack, I cried for an Avengers film. Which,
Yeah.
by the way, we need to talk about because Martin Scorsese shit on it, right? But I think Martin Scorsese has the right to earn it. We'll talk about this later. Anyway, but yeah, in the movie theater for that Avengers film, this is the most I've ever cried for a movie. The most. And that was 4 tears. 4 tears in public. I don't cry in public. So 4 tears, and my man was like, yo, you good? Don't ask me that. Don't look at me right now. I don't need you to look at me like this. Like, I almost ugly cried. It was rough. Nah.
The distorted face.
I almost ugly cried.
Oh, shit.
But that was the most I ever cried in theater. So now that, we're using that as a segue, Martin Scorsese said that the Marvel films aren't cinema. And again, I don't agree, but he's definitely in the right place to say that. But now, people are jumping on the Scorsese bandwagon. What's her name? Jennifer Aniston.
Okay.
Said the same shit. Are you familiar with her film? Her what do you call it? Filmography? Her.
Yeah, that's the right word.
Okay.
Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
I know she was in Liar.
How was that movie?
I love Jim Carrey, so it was great.
Oh, that was one with Jim Carrey. Okay, all right.
Jennifer Aniston. I'm trying to think.
That was
of
the last
other
movie you
films.
remember? Exactly. That's exactly my point.
Jennifer Aniston. I know she was in that TV show with Kevin James.
There was a TV. Wait, you're talking about Kings of Queens?
No, that wasn't her. That wasn't her.
I was about to say. I don't remember Jennifer Aniston being in Kings of Queens.
Was Jennifer Aniston in Friends?
Yes.
That's probably where I remember her from.
Wow, exactly. So I don't. She made a comment. Fuck, I'd have to look it up. But she said basically movies are turning into nothing but green screens and shit. She's not with it.
I mean, you would have to. She has to bring up a specific genre because that's not always true.
Right.
If she's talking about Avengers, then yeah, there's obviously. I'm looking at your wall. There's a lot of green screen.
Right.
That has to be done.
Right. No, but
that doesn't take away the spectacle of the movie.
Right. No. But she's not talking about the spectacle. She's talking about how Marvel's basically flooding Marvel, and now DC's competing, and they're DC's getting some good shit. They're getting their shit together, right?
Was Joker DC?
Yes, of course it was. And
I know
actually, that was probably one of the best films DC's done in a minute. Yo, I don't know why that shit keeps popping up. That's crazy. But she's talking about how she's basically trying to say like it's all superhero movies coming out now, which I can understand and
That's
I can
just making
completely
money.
agree. Exactly. But at the same time, Martin Scorsese, the films he's made, Taxi Driver, damn, I don't remember the shit he made, but he's made a lot of movies and a lot of good shit. I respect him saying, yo, that's not cinema. Like, damn, that hurt. I don't agree, but I respect it.
Yeah, I mean,
Because he's made some shit. None of it was green screen. You know what I mean? Like, I understand where Scorsese's coming from. Like, yo, it's all cinema. You're just in one spot filming shit, blah, blah, blah. But what do you mean it's not cinema? You know what I mean?
It's subjective, man.
It is subjective. And again, with Scorsese's fucking roster
Resume?
of... Yes, thank you. There you go. Resume. I was like, yo, it hurt. I don't agree with what you said, but I respect it because of who you are. And Jennifer Aniston, she's got good 2 films, maybe. She was on Friends. I don't really watch Friends. I don't give a shit about your opinion. There's a bunch of people starting to jump on the bandwagon. Like, who are you guys? Right? Horrible Bosses. That was probably the best. People looked it up. That was the best movie she was in. And she wasn't even really like, a main character, I guess. She was one of the main antagonists, I guess.
I don't know
exactly.
Jack shit about
exactly.
Her
Exactly. So people are starting to attack the Marvel films now.
I think maybe they're doing that because there hasn't been a lot of good films coming out lately.
But whose fault is that?
Granted, I'm just saying, like, they're just like, let's pick on, hey, they're making a lot of money. Let's pick on them.
Right. See, that, yeah.
It's like next year, there's a lot of these movies that are coming out next year that I know you're going to get shat on. But they're probably going to make a lot of money. One of them being Sonic the Hedgehog.
Right.
Which they released. There was a leak of the new model.
I forgot that they put off the production to remake the model. What does it look like?
It looks better.
Does it look like cartoon Sonic?
It's better.
Okay, it's better. Okay.
What else? Obviously, the one I'm most excited for, Ghostbusters 2020. This actor, the one that's always Cage, Nicolas Cage. Apparently, he signed on to do this Wally's Wonder World or some shit like that.
Wait. Say it again.
I think it's like Wally's Wonder World.
Okay. And I don't know why I pictured like an animated Walmart movie. Whatever.
But apparently that's like another rip on Five Nights at Freddy's.
Wally's. Yo, what about that? What
blame the creator.
Scott? Why?
He hasn't found the perfect script yet.
What? Yo, I'll give it to him. He is dedicated. You know, there's a new game coming out, right?
I heard.
See, I think he's more focused on the games than on the movie. But at the same time, the story's so fucking convoluted anyway.
And I think, if I remember, the movie, if it ever comes out, it's supposed to be based on the first three.
Okay.
Which I think completely takes the other ones out of continuity.
Okay. Okay.
I'm trying to see if I can find Sonic's. Okay, supposedly this is the new update of Sonic. I'm showing him the picture.
That's dope. Okay. Way better. The other one looked like a fucking creepypasta.
You know, and a lot of people were wondering why in the trailer they used Gangsta's Paradise.
Oh my god.
My only correlation possibly is that since Sonic came out in the early 90s and so did Gangsta's Paradise.
Wait.
Gangsta's Paradise came out, I think, in the early 90s
right.
So did Sonic. So I guess maybe the correlation.
Right. Nah, there was no correlation. They were just like, yo, we need something cool. And they just threw a fucking epic
Sonic
trailer
just
version.
Bouncing on the street real quick.
Right.
Which, by the way, on my way back from Washington, I was listening to Gangsta's Paradise. I forgot how good that song is.
That shit's good. It's a classic. It's timeless.
It's real good. What else is supposed to be? Yeah. That's as far as I know about the Wally's Wonder whatever. But did you know that they made another I guess another rip on Five Nights with the Banana Splits movie? Are you familiar with the Banana Splits?
No.
The old school kids show?
Nah. Is that the one with the bananas and pajamas?
No,
or is that
that's Bananas and Pajamas.
oh, my bad.
No, the Banana Splits was like an 80s kids show, I think, or the 70s. These guys right here. You remember them at all?
I remember them, yes.
Yeah, there's a horror movie about them.
Really?
Yeah. And this time, instead of being people in costumes, they're animatronics. As a matter of fact, now that I remember...
Oh, so that's what you mean rip off of Okay.
The script that's used for the Banana Splits horror movie, that was the Five Nights at Freddy's script.
Really?
And Scott rejected it, so Warner Brothers picked it up and did this.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Can he sue for that?
Who?
Scott.
No.
Is that not creative?
No, because Scott didn't like the script, so I guess somebody else scooped it up.
Oh, somebody else wrote a script for him. Okay.
Yeah, the script for the Banana Splits horror movie.
No. See, but that's fucked up. See, because his thing is the animatronics. So now, when his come out, people are gonna be like, oh, another animatronic movie? You see what I'm like? What? Can he sue for that?
I don't think he's interested.
Whatever.
Like I said, Scott is so.
I mean, then again, he could make a better one, and people don't care anyway. But now I'm interested in that. I want to see that.
Because
Speaking of, happy Halloween, everybody! An hour and 40 minutes in.
Yeah, about
in a spooky town, and we got about half an hour left of it.
Yeah, here's the.
Ew, no, that's not working out. That is not working out at all. It's not very creepy. Well, the axe is disgusting, but.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me get a closer look at that.
Yeah, go ahead. He's looking at the cover art for the Banana Splits.
Oh, the guy, the little dog has a robotic eye and arm.
Yeah, which confused a lot of people because obviously the Banana Splits were people in costume, and all of a sudden they're animatronics.
Okay. They used the Banana Splits. Oh shit! Wait a minute. Did this come out already? Why is there a Blu-ray cover?
Because it's out. It is out.
Oh, it's already a thing?
Yeah, it's already a thing. You can rent it on YouTube.
What year did this come out?
I think this year or last year. It's recent.
What?
Tra la la la.
Well, clearly that didn't do very well because I never heard of it.
You
never heard anybody talking about it? Nothing.
You want to rent it and watch it?
No. Can't I see it on YouTube? Fuck.
Yeah, you can. You just gotta rent it.
Oh,
it's got
how much it is.
It's got 67% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow, that's
if that means
average.
anything.
What did the audience score say? I want to see the audience on that. See, I feel like Rotten Tomatoes will be like, yo, this movie was great, and then the audience will be like, yo, that shit sucked. The critics don't know shit about what they're saying.
You know that's the weird part about
Film Critic or Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, it's like audience is 50.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's even worse.
And it's like I never understood the concept of critics. Like, why do we need y'all?
For real. Why do you get a job saying like, "Oh, this shit sucks"? Bitch, I do that for free. I want to get paid too. Yo, how do you become critics? That's crazy. Eat my ass, man.
I want to be a critic.
Right.
This chair sucks.
Gets a free chair. This one sucks worse.
I think Roger Ebert and
Roper.
Roper and Ebert.
Yeah.
Like, they're like the most famous critics.
Which I've never.
Thumbs up.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I do like one critic. That's the nostalgia critic. A YouTuber.
You told me about him. Yeah.
I like him. I like his sense of humor.
I know one of the more, I can't say more, most, whatever, but one of the well-known critics on YouTube is Anthony Fontaine, I think, or something like that. LaFontaine, I don't know. But he does a lot of, I never watched his shit. I gotta start watching it, apparently.
I like the rap critic on YouTube.
I'm gonna watch that. I don't know who that is.
He's a critic.
Rap critic.
Critiques raps.
But no, I know a bunch of critics on YouTube, so that's why I don't really venture much into it. It's kind of like reacting, in a sense.
I don't know if this makes him a critic, but are you aware of Dead Meat?
Is that the... No, that's not Kill Count. That's Kill Count.
It is
that Kill Count?
The channel is Dead Meat.
But see, like, he puts effort. He, shows the clips, count it out.
Would you consider that a critique?
Yeah.
A critic?
Yeah. Him counting the kills?
I mean, outside of that, he does have commentary.
I think, but they do critique the movie based on how many kills and how it was performed and things like that. And see, that takes a lot of effort. Instead of just being like, yo, there was 20 kills in it, John. Yeah, it's just kind of whack, you know what I mean?
You ever look at that stuff and be like, why haven't I thought of that before?
Exactly. Yes, all the time.
Like
how Bad Barbie got famous for being on Dr. Phil and being fucking rude. When you're right, yeah, it makes you want to rip your eyeball out, right?
And one of her tracks is Certified Gold. You didn't know that?
Yeah, no, I didn't want to know that.
I think it's Flip Flop.
I didn't want to know that.
Yep, Certified Gold, which means 500,000 units.
I don't care. I don't give a shit how many units. I don't give a fuck.
Well, you're gonna learn.
I don't care.
So you can be more angry.
No. Go watch some more This Is Us.
No.
Jackass.
Jerk.
But
I mean, speaking of Halloween, you say you don't have any stories to share. You never been trick or treating?
Yeah, but I never got like a fucking razor in the apple or weed. I wish people gave me weed. I lied. I don't know what they could
The Bizarre Vibes podcast does not condone the smoking of herbal.
Do it on your own. Don't blame us.
Exactly. I mean, did you ever get like? I think I just asked this. You didn't get like a huge hoard of candy ever?
Oh, of course. I got a shit ton of candy. Back in Jersey, man, fucking the stores gave out candy, and they give out some good shit sometimes.
What's the best candy for Halloween?
The best candy, like personally?
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough, man. Like to give out or like just
to receive.
Just to receive. Reese's, man. Fucking Reese's, man.
Everyone
whole
agrees.
Reese's, big pieces of Reese's, man.
See, because Rhett and Link, they did their own tournament of the top candies of Halloween. Reese's was the #1 seed in the tournament.
Reese's, just Reese's.
But this is where I have to argue.
Butterfingers is probably close, but it's just like.
By the way, I love Reese's.
Right,
I agree.
Of course.
But is Reese's candy?
Oh, because you're saying it's mostly peanut butter covered in chocolate?
Yeah. Is it candy?
It's sweet. It gives you cavities.
Your General Tso chicken was sweet.
True. But that's chicken covered in sweet.
You don't see nobody trick or treat scraping General Tso chicken in their bag.
What the fuck is this? General Tso's chicken, you ungrateful fucking brat.
Why'd you give me this? Because I don't want no more.
It's sweet.
Well, you want rice too? Here.
Take the whole damn meal, why don't you? Nah, here we don't ask these fucking stupid ass questions.
Why is it stupid?
Is a hot dog a sandwich? We're not doing this, man. It's candy.
It's chocolate.
Yes, and chocolate's candy.
Chocolate is not candy.
No way, bro. How is chocolate?
Chocolate is its own thing.
What is it?
It's its own thing.
No, it's not. It's candy.
There's a difference between a Hershey bar and Skittles.
So what's the difference between chocolate and candy?
Chocolate is chocolate. It's its own thing. It comes from the cacao tree.
Okay, so candy's artificial. Is that an Amber Alert?
That's a tornado warning.
Oh, fuck.
And oh my. I wasn't expecting
I was hoping Amber Alert. Shit!
Tornado warning in this area till 12 a.m. Take shelter now?
Oh, shit. Looks like you're stuck in here. Look, I'm going upstairs to get some Call of Duty on. Speaking of, yo, this Call of Duty's fucking whack.
Oh.
Because there's a lot of issues going on with the game. I just wanted to throw that in there, give it a little shit to talk about.
Sure.
Sorry, we're dealing with the tornado warning. You know, I might as well line it up with some shitty ass Call of Duty talk. But yo, I've been hold on, I gotta respond to this shit.
Were we going to the gym?
Not anymore. I don't even have the car. I don't know what's going on here.
Oh, I was under the impression we was going to the gym.
But not anymore. There's a tornado. Haven't you heard?
What, are you scared?
Yes. No. But yes. I don't want to be wet, man. Yo, wet socks is probably the worst thing ever.
There's a tornado coming. You want to go out? No, I'm going to get wet.
My priorities are straight.
Yeah, your priorities are straight.
Okay, well,
It's moist out there.
No, listen. Have you ever been wet with jeans on and that shit sticking your legs?
Yes.
Yo, imagine the shower curtain 24/7.
It's happening.
Exactly. It's terrible. I don't care about a tornado. It's raining out there, man. How are we gonna get there?
Who are you yelling at?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I yell.
Who the hell are you yelling at?
I'm gonna suck a fucking foot at you.
No, we're not doing that.
Oh, whoa, we're not doing that.
No,
but chocolate's not a candy.
No, that's what I wanted to get back to.
No.
It's
Makes
not,
no sense.
Chocolate is its own thing.
How?
You can't argue because it's
so
sweet.
so chocolate is its own thing. Why? Because
it comes from the cacao.
So it's natural.
Yes.
So because it's natural.
Yes. You ever heard of a Skittles tree?
No.
Is there a Starburst plant?
No. Okay. All right.
Is there Nerds Vines?
Okay. You know what? Let's ask the one person who knows. I got my tornado warning.
Google don't know shit.
Oh, Google don't know shit.
Do y'all hear what he's doing?
Is chocolate a candy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. I will.
According to Wikipedia, candy, also called sweets or lollies, is a confection that features sugar as a principal ingredient.
That doesn't tell me anything.
It does.
That doesn't tell. Who the hell is that? Queen Latifah talking to you?
No. Wow, you fucking racist. It's Issa Rae.
Is she black?
Yes. Wow! And you fucking farted? You thought you was slick? Fucking racist, man.
I'm not racist.
So anyway, sugar is a main ingredient. And guess what chocolate is? Not sweet. Have you ever had Baker's chocolate?
You ever had bittersweet chocolate?
Yes.
You ever had dark chocolate?
Yes.
90%?
Yes.
Is there sugar in it?
Yes.
No, it's not.
Yes, there is. Little tiny bits. That's why people prefer. That's why dark chocolate is healthier. Because there's less sugar.
Is there sugar in your
but
chicken?
there's sugar.
Was there sugar in your
yes,
chicken?
probably.
Is it candy?
God knows. No, it's not. Because there's meat. There's meat. You're just worried about the sauce. The sauce don't make the fucking food. It's still chicken covered with sweet. Look at you with the eyed ass face. No, don't give me that. Don't give me that. Chocolate is disgusting.
Is cereal
unless
candy?
you have a yes.
Cereal's
Yes.
candy.
Yeah.
Because there's sugar in it.
Yep. Yeah.
No, you know how stupid you sound. You know how stupid you sound.
It might as well be. Shit. Some of those Captain Crunch cereals, that might as well be a dessert.
I got a dumb Captain Crunch in your Halloween bags too?
Yup. Yup.
Why are you scraping it in there?
I don't know. Because it was moist already. It was on my plate.
He's scraping a
was on
plate
my
of
plate.
Captain Crunch into the kid's bag. Here you go,
I'm
Junior.
trying that shit. Nope, chocolate is a candy. In fact, look at that. The first thing right there under candy, chocolate. Oh, look, what's that word right next to it? Candy.
They don't know what they're talking about.
They don't, and look at that. Those are Reese's actually.
Those are not
So
Reese's.
Reese's is a candy,
Reese's is chocolate and peanut butter.
which is a candy because it's sweet because it has sugar in it.
Peanut butter is sweet by itself. Is it a candy?
It's peanut butter
Why is it not a candy, Oscar?
because there's no sugar added.
There's no sugar added.
Nah.
There's no sugar in peanut butter.
Nope.
There's sugar in that ketchup bottle. Is ketchup candy?
Yeah.
You know
No.
what? We're done.
We've hit that mark anyway.
We're done.
Sir,
We're done.
We've hit the mark anyway.
Twitter. BTH_215.
Say it any quicker.
BTH_215.
All right, cool.
Yours?
Is Brugal Bastard. BRUGAL Bastard. If you don't know how to spell bastard, I don't know. Look up the dictionary and find your name next to. I'm just kidding.
Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell.
Yo, they're yelling at me in caps. It's some serious shit.
Ooh.
The tornado warning?
Ooh.
Get in, get down, cover up. All caps. I swear to God. Maybe you should go home. Like now.
Okay. God bless you guys.
God bless you guys. Happy Halloween. Let's not die in Philly. Bye.